think what had originally drawn me to Rusty's music was his originality of the subject matter he chose to write about. He's a very macabre writer and singer, and if it's anything I love, it's a dark and disturbing subject matter. Now, couple that with his great vocal range and instrumental skills, and he's easily my favorite independent musical artist. Rusty has more creativity in his left thumb than 90% of the makeups, breakups, and hookups of the musical industry. I'm going to attempt an analysis of Rusty's music, mostly his albums, but there's no way I can do it justice, not completely. I'm pretty sure this man sold his soul to Satan for his musical abilities. I can't prove it, it's just a feeling. So starting with blues, gospels, and what have yous, Rusty's first album starts off strong with Poor Narrator. I like the piano in that particular song. Another one of my favorites of that album is Time of Dying. I just really like the guitar in that one. And followed by that is the There Isn't Any God song. I just thought that was kind of a funny song. I really don't have a lot to say about this album. It was overall a pretty decent first album.
They say the world is broken. I guess it could be. All the fish should be floating on top of the sea.
With Heretics, it became a little harder to choose a favorite. Bellevue Boy, The Devil's Bagel, and Modern World are all catchy, especially Modern World. Spare a Dime just slaps because, of course, Rusty can rap as well. The Lies of Love is a good twist on love songs in general by questioning the literal concept of love. Shame is catchy. Some more philosophizing with all the fish will be floating and the concept of apathy. And once again, Rusty showcased his vocal and instrumental talents. Definitely an improvement on Volume 1.
The lives are flies and then we die as quickly as we're born. Nothing that we make is taken, happiness or scorn.
Crowley starts off strong with Bone to Pick, calling out outrage culture in a way similar to old Chris Ray Gun songs. The Life of Flies gets philosophical again, using a broom as instrumentals as well, which is kind of cool. What They Said is another one just like a Chris Ray Gun song. Adipocere is a great song about decomposition. What a weird sentence. I hate to keep calling all his songs catchy or good, but it's honestly just true. Hell, it's so hard to pick any one song I like more than another on this album because it really just depends on the mood that I'm in. Fucking A-tier album from the Rust Man.
For the living all is well as you sink further into hell and the flames rise up to drag you down into the fire where you will drown. Your skin melts off as you descend and Satan tears you limb from limb.
Gangstalkers is Rusty's S-tier album. There's not a single song on this album that I dislike. Rusty's true talent was making a love song stand out in an endless, oversaturated sea of other love songs. You made me genuinely enjoy a love song, and that's an accomplishment. Rusty showcased a bit of country twang with This Place, giving us small towners some representation, as well as the soulful and emotional Write Me a Letter. Once again, it's a terrific album.
I see the joy they all display and wish it all away.
A couple of songs outside of Rusty's albums I really like are Hollow Men and The Bum Song, both of which connect with his comic series. His guillotine songs are a different subject and will be covered in the guillotine segment. When Rusty chooses to be serious, he's a good narrative-driven singer. In a world of cardboard cutout clones, he chooses to form his own mold, to write about whatever the fuck he feels necessary to write about. It doesn't feel like Rusty writes to be popular, but more to get a message across in his music, thus making him one of my favorite musicians of all time.
I'm just your poor narrator. I got no stories to tell. I speak on no one's behalf for all the things that are left before my final farewell.